University of Pennsylvania did a study that said, 22-year study, 350,000 participants, spent millions of dollars doing it. They said after they studied all these people, there began a thinking pattern that began to emerge that became predictive of success. Wouldn't you love to know what's the thinking pattern you would need to become predictive of your success? You want to know what it was? Optimism. Say, I'm optimistic. The optimistic people started to say they found the right things in life. They found why things were going to work more often than the things that weren't going to work. They were optimistic. Say, I'm optimistic. There's two characteristics these folks had. First, they had unrealistic expectations that it was going to work. I think that's interesting wording. I wonder if these were some academics that over a 22-year period, these researchers were studying people like you and us and talk about the next billion, and they're kind of like, it's pretty unrealistic you guys are going to pull that off. They had unrealistic expectations. My friends, I hope you leave this room this weekend with unrealistic dreams, unrealistic goals, things that move your soul. That's what the optimist says, like, yo, it's not unrealistic for me. I'm going to go make it happen. There was a second characteristic that they found with the optimistic people. They kept trying new things until they found what worked. Og Mandino wrote one of the great sales books ever called The Greatest Salesman in the World. Scroll number 3 says, I will persist until I succeed. The optimist continues to persist until they figure it out. The researchers are like, I don't think you guys can pull this off. And they said, I think I can, and I will pull it off until I succeed. Guess how long most people persist? Until it gets hard, until the customer quits, until the team member quits, until the business goes back a little bit, until it rains, until it's cold. Guess how long we persist, my friends? Say until we succeed. Say, I will persist. Say until. This is what the optimists figured out. Took them 22 years to figure this out. We could have told them this in 22 minutes. They could have given us the millions of dollars. We, with the model over the last 9 years, over 4+ million customers, over 2.4 billion in sales, and over 1+ billion in commissions, and I want you to know something. We had unrealistic expectations. This is not how it started. We did a turnaround and a startup. The hardest thing to do in business is a turnaround. The second hardest thing to do in business is a startup. We signed up for both at the exact same time. The odds of this working were very, 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 very low. And yet here we all are, 2.4 billion later, saying, yo, we're gonna go do our next billion. Guess what it takes to do a billion, my friends? It takes everything you've got. The very, very best that you've got. All your work, all your fight, all your grit, all your hunger, all your passion is what it takes. Guess what it takes to change your life? Everything you've got. It also takes some great people. Tony and Sarah showed this picture earlier. Abraham Lincoln said, if I'm a success today, it's because I had a friend who believed in me and I didn't have the heart to let him down. You need to find people in your life that say, listen, I see something special in you. Something special in you in the back. I see something special in you, unique in you. You have gills, gifts, talents. You need to find the right people. It's a who, not how business. It's not how do I get it all done. It's like, who do I need on the team to help me get it all done? We pointed to the back fence when we were a little tiny idea. We got on stages, we traveled, a bunch of us were all over on Zooms and calls and conference calls and all over the country and really all over the world saying, we are the model everyone's gonna chase. This is it. This is the one. This is the next legacy company. This is the next billion-dollar empire. This is the one that will change the game forever. And guess what happened, my friends? We did it. And I'm here to share with you, we're about to go do it again. Guess how it happens, my friends? You have unrealistic expectations that you're an optimist, that you're gonna pull it off. And number 2, you persist for how long? Until you succeed.